When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints and rock.
We earn
30 years, so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game has veins, we'll insert
upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets, fool?
That's a close encounter of what kind?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
Are you ready? Set? Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at New Era Field in upstate New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Washington Redskins. The Bills' Stephen Hauschka's got this one teed up, and off we go from New Era Field. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
On first down, it's Haskins. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Complete to Josh Dodson. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bills' 46-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. First carry for Darius Geis, and that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff for Gore. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 36, Allen. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw, it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McCoy. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, 34 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They start on the ground with Geis. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the Redskin first down.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now Haskins on first down. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to wind up and air it out, and that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Allen off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. From midfield, here's Allen. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis taking it in. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Allen going to throw. And the grab by Croft. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
64.
On play action, Allen. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The mark, boys. 56. Check. Alert, alert, alert. Defense, let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you tip.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Forced out to, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This one taken from the 7. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And they start the second half with a carry by McCoy. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Allen looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
General West.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And able to find John Brown. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective, is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Strong right. 4 down, 4 down.
Alert, alert, alert! Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he rifles one incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 53 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
Ready? 58 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Flush to his right. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the 39, Haskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Now Haskins, throw left side complete. That's Thompson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
49. Silver. Switch.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You got tape.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
And the Redskin 1st down.
Buddy up. 49. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Watch the screen.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Spinning away. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Haskins on 3rd down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Redskins are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Get ready. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Order. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, I'm coming after you. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. Hey, Tank. Mike.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20, and all the way down to the 17-yard line. 17 yards that time, and a Washington 1st.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Washington.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On the ground, it's Thompson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check 50.
Allen hands off to McCoy. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock with Geis. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Switch gears, switch gears. Check 3, check 3.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Here we go, here we go. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike.
Throwing now is Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down, Redskins.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 2nd down, it's Thompson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.